So I have three nominees. This first nominee will be Spurs fans.
Oh Lord, help me.
Spurs fans. I did not like them before, but now I just feel sorry for them. I'm sorry. I just feel sorry for them.
Oh
Because
Lord.
what level of foolishness and stupidity is wanting your team to fail just because you want your rivals to also fail? I told you this thing last week. Thought I was joking. Spurs fans are actually clamoring for their coach to feel they beat him against City, or just forfeit the game or not show up for the game, just because they don't want to be the reason why Arsenal will have a shot at winning the league. If success to you only means failures to your rivals, then you need to reassess why you're a fan to even start with. Someone actually said if City beat that, if Arsenal had lost today to United and City come to the toilet bowl and they beat Spurs, that they will actually run onto the pitch
To
and
celebrate.
join City in celebrating because City would have won the league at toilet bowl. I was shocked. I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? Is this, God, is this how fans should behave? Can you help me out?
I don't know what
is
to
this how
tell you,
fans should
but
behave?
I've only ever met one Spurs fan in my life. I went to law school with him. Otherwise, great guy, right? Nigerian cat, right? And I'm like, he's a great guy. I don't get it, right? And then I saw a guy once, like 3 months ago. I'm flying. He has a Spurs backpack on, and I felt sorry for him. So I don't really know any Spurs fans, right? But if the ones we see on social media, on YouTube, or anything like the rest of them, then I'm not surprised.
Nah.
But go on, Yinka. Go on.
Wow.
Go on.
So they've unlocked the highest level of foolishness, of stupidity, But so you raised a good point. I'm not saying this is all sports fans.
Yeah.
But the few sports fans that I see and I come across, this is their thought process. This is how they're thinking.
Sad.
If this is how the rest of the fan base is thinking, anyway, sports fans, you're my first nomination.
Okay.
Nominee number two is a man called Simon Masiniak.
I do not know this guy. Who is this?
This is the ref for the Bayern.
Ooh. I'm like, wait, is there a player I don't know? I'm like, my heart skipped a little bit. I'm like, is it 13? Is it the next big thing? Like, what are we doing?
His name is Simon Masniak. I had to go get his name because I didn't just want to call him the ref.
The ref.
I just want to refer to him as the ref against. Yeah. So that's his name.
Okay.
That is his name, right? This is the reason why it is these are basics of refereeing. They've told you, hold your whistle, let the game play out. Why he was so eager to blow, I don't know. And he otherwise just put a minor dent on a game, or a very, very good game that we all enjoyed.
Yeah.
He gave Tuchel the opportunity to say all sorts of, nonsense, if I can put it that way. Yeah. So please, Mr. Simon Masiniak, don't ever do that again. I'm not sure if you will near any Champions League game anytime soon with that mess up. You're probably relegated to whatever league that you're officiating. But you are my second nominee for Donkey of the Week.
Yinka, if UEFA is anything like the EPL, they might relegate him to the conference finals.
Or UEFA Youth Championship final.
Oh my God, let me stop.
Youth Championship final. The guy, he really, really messed up. So that's number two.
Okay.
And nominee number three, which is why I'm wearing a United jersey today, is for our very good friend, Mr. Casemiro. So let's rewind a bit. Monday.
Yeah.
Was it Monday?
It was Monday.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, it was Monday.
Crystal Palace United. He was personally responsible for at least 2 goals.
2 out of 4.
2 out of 4. And it's not as if he was dribbled past. No, he goofed. There was one of them where he was trying to shield the ball at the byline, and someone just took the ball off him, and he feigned injury and was like, "Oh, my leg." And the ref was like, "Get up, nothing happened to you." Right? That's one. Number 2, today, Akin, I wasn't a defender, but there were some games I've played as a defender when I was younger. Yeah? Rule number 1, if you're the center back, maintain your back line.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing that can happen if these 2 center backs push up and there's a right back that's forgotten himself and is just there looking, and someone beats the offside trap on the other side, that's clean. It's a clean goal. That guy is going straight towards your goal. For whatever reason, why was Casemiro close to Onana on that play?
It was yards
Why was he
behind
closer
the
to
line.
Onana? Why was he closer to Onana than to Jones or Evans, rather, who was your center-back pairing?
Yeah.
And why also did Evans, I'm not going to blame Evans as much, but why wasn't he like, sorry, where's this dude?
Wave him up.
Pairing?
Yeah, wave him up.
Wave him up. This is where communication matters a lot, right? But, Mr. Casemiro, it seems as if he does not want to be at United anymore.
Wow. Okay.
That's the way I see it. Because the only reason why you will be back there is attitude related. It's not because you don't know. I won't want to believe a World Cup, Champions League. He hasn't won the World Cup, has he?
No, Brazil.
No, he hasn't. But a Champions League winner, multiple Champions League winner, will not know about this basic act of football. So it's one of 2 things. It is either he's like me, Casemiro, playing centre back. Nah.
Did he ever play?
It's either that.
Did he ever play centre back for Brazil or for Ronaldo? Okay.
No.
So again, why are you playing him? Why not McTominay? I think McTominay would do a better job. And is bigger.
Or play the young boy that came up, the Kambuala guy or whatever. Just play him as a centre back.
I blame the coach from that one. And after Monday, why is he back there again today? But go ahead, Yinka.
Okay, so I just didn't want to bring ETH back for the third time.
You could have
as a nominee, but he's also culpable to some extent here.
Yes.
But you are a footballer. This is your job. These are the basics of football. You should know better. And if you're not interested in playing, just tell the coach, you know what? I want to go back to Brazil. I'm not interested in playing. Thiago Silva is going back to Brazil, isn't he? But see what he's giving for Chelsea this season. He's playing. I'm sure he's irritated every time he steps onto the pitch and he's looking at all these small boys misbehave and he's like, man,
why am I here?
But he's a professional and he's doing what he's supposed to do. But you, because they've asked you to play centre back, you decide to now mess things up for your team. It's unacceptable. It is unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Right? And I won't be shocked if he's offloaded by the end of the season. His contract hasn't expired yet. He has a high wage bill. United will need to take a massive L on this one. Right? Absorb the rest of his contract and just ask him to go. Because Casemiro looks a shadow. What am I saying? Is there anything worse than a shadow? It looks completely the opposite of the Casemiro that left Real Madrid 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
A complete opposite. Is that his fault? I want to believe so. Maybe ETH is also responsible for that. There's some arguments, and anybody that argues that way, I'll probably agree with them also. Right? But Casemiro, the last 2 games for United is not worthy of your status as a player. And I mean, I think that's an embarrassment, especially today's goal. Today's goal should not happen. It should not happen. It should not happen. So Casemiro is my 3rd nominee for Donkey of the Week. Now, the winner is a tight one.
Really?
Very, very tight one.
Okay.
So tell me, who do you think the winner is?
Casemiro, come on now. I mean, two games in 1 week.
I'm torn between
but in terms
Casemiro
of
and Spurs
gravity,
fans.
the referee did his on a.
No, not even the ref. I see the ref. I give him a slap on the wrist. I've seen worse errors. Do you understand?
Yeah.
With the ref, is the Spurs fans is what I can't.
You know what?
I don't understand it. I just don't get it.
I think the reason I didn't say Spurs fans is I expect that from them.
You know that's what they
I just
do,
expect that from them. So I'm like, but you're right. Objectively, that is the craziest thing I ever heard. Objectively,
that is the craziest thing. But you're right. Casemiro wins.
Yeah,
I
should win.
Casemiro is my donkey of the week because he did it twice. Twice.
Can I say two things before we wrap?
Yeah.
So one is I felt bad for Man U fans today. And I say this as a member of the football fraternity in general. When they beat us 8-2, remember the 8-2 however many years ago?
How can I forget?
Okay. And then the 6-1s and 5-1s by Chelsea and Liverpool and 6-3s by City. These are real scores, by the way. I'm not just making them up. Everyone who had decent players beat us 6-1 or 5-1 or 4-0 or whatever, right?
Yep.
What Wenger used to do right after was just tighten it up, play a double pivot. The very next game. Let's just keep it simple. Let's keep it tight. That's what Ten Hag was doing today, And so my heart went out to them because I'm like, this is sad. You go lose at Crystal Palace, 4-0. I'm sorry, they're not good. They shouldn't be. And then when I thought about it, I'm like, I like Oyland a lot. The kid, I wouldn't have paid however much they paid for him, but that's the going rate now. It is where I like him a lot. To be honest, he gave us trouble, right? And he gave two excellent defenders trouble. He's really good.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Højlund must have looked across and thought, hey, Eze and Olise, I could use them. Because Eze and Olise will walk right into that Man U team. Into that team. And I think that's where Man U should start their rebuild. Go dump a bunch of money at Crystal Palace. They can't resist it. And unlike City or Arsenal or Liverpool, who cannot guarantee Eze and Olise a starting spot, you guys can. That's how you do your rebuild. Go and buy those two right now.
So I can hear you, but I slightly disagree with you.
Go for it.
And I'll tell you why. First of all, you need to define what your identity is as a football club.
I know.
Because remember, Eze and Olise are the flair players.
I know.
Right? For Crystal Palace, they have a bunch of workaholics behind them.
I know.
Do you have the same?
I know. You can figure that out.
You don't necessarily have the same.
You can figure.
So you are making the same mistake. That is why they put 85 million on what's his name, on Anthony, because when he was at Ajax, he was a flash in the pan, right? He was doing leg overs and stuff. He's only had 1 goal, 1 assist this season.
One Premier League goal.
1 goal.
1 Premier League goal.
1 Premier League goal, 1 assist.
So when it came on today, I was worried. I'm like, God, let this not be the day he scores his second.
Don't let this be the day that is.
He scores his second. I'm like, that would be the most Arsenal thing. But see, that's the thing. Old habits, right? So every time I say, oh, that's an Arsenal thing now, I'm like, but it hasn't been in like 2 seasons. But I still can't.
Yeah.
My brain still tells me this is what we do. So anyway.
I hear you. United, they can go for Eze and Olise, but they need more than Eze and Olise.
Oh, no, they need their full rebuild.
They need way more than Eze and Olise. And the reason why Højlund is not performing as much, Højlund is similar to Haaland.
Yeah.
They need service.
It's more skillful. It's more skillful than Haaland. But
it's more skillful, but it needs service to deliver. So if you have a whole team, Garnacho today was looking to score. He wasn't looking to assist anybody.
No.
The other young boy too, Ahmad, was looking to score. This is the problem with United. Anthony is looking to score. What's his name? Rashford is looking to score. So who's going to provide the service for your 85 million pound striker?
So we didn't plan to do this.
A complete re-engineering.
Yeah, we didn't plan to do it. But let's fix Man U real quick and then we wrap. So
Okay.
the guy from the Athletic, the guy with the baseball cap, what's his name again? The guy who David Ornstein, was on our broadcast today. They were talking to him from the US or whatever. And it was talking about Man U and, the cat and mouse game, between the new ownership and Eric Ten Hag, and they can't really make a move because they're in the FA Cup final and it's all weird and stuff. New owner with all the money wants to bring in his own person, all of that. And then Rebecca Lowe, who does our studio host, was like, hey, what do they need at Man U? And for most teams that are worth talking about, you're mentioning 2 or 3 targets. This man reels off like 5 or 7. I was like, they need a striker, they need central midfielders, they need attacking midfielders, they need a defender, I'm like, whoa. They need a whole team.
They need a whole team. And he's not lying. He's not.
So yeah. So
they are in a worse position than Chelsea, actually.
No, they are.
United.
Chelsea. The problem with Chelsea is they have players. They're too impatient to like see how it goes, because they bought a bunch of young players. Some of them will pan out. Some of them will not.
Some of them
I feel like Man U would kill right now to have Mudryk, who we're not even sure will be a star. It will be something. We're just not sure. I mean, is it better than Garnacho? I don't know. I think it may have a higher ceiling than Garnacho. Garnacho is a little readier because he came, he's played a little bit more in England. So I don't know.
Anyway, time will tell.
But that's how you fix Man U. Listen to David Ornstein. And then go buy 5 or 7 players.
Complete overhaul.
Yeah.
I told you 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. Wipe the slate clean
for Chelsea.
Start afresh.
Yeah.
But they don't have the patience.
Yeah.
They don't have the patience.
But that's what happens.
Anyway.
Man U is by far the biggest club in England. By far. Liverpool fans will not like it. Arsenal fans will not like it. But they're by far the biggest club in England. It's impossible to rebuild. It's impossible to rebuild. It's the same thing the Knicks. The Knicks used to say proudly that you can't rebuild in New York. And I'm like, the last time you won was 1973. How can you say this? How can you say this?
Arsenal has gone through a rebuild.
But Arsenal was saying the same thing, that we can't rebuild. And then we had to
go. But they have, and they've done it. They've done it in 4 or 5 years under Arteta.
But they spent double that time getting battered all over the world because they wouldn't rebuild.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
So if you don't rebuild, the rebuild will be done for you. You know what I mean? Like
it'll be done for you. It'll be done for you. And you will not like it.
Yeah, you will not like it.
And you will not like it.
Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the notifications button so you don't miss any of our content.
And please don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms.